a lingering effect. Stays on my breath after we kiss hello. Stays on my hands after my palms meet his. Stays on my mind when life calls us separately. Stays on me. His hands are like an aphrodisiac, the way they engulf and caress. Acquiesce and say yes without protest. I don't think love's ever seen me so excited. The way I shelter butterflies in my core and carry cherries in my cheek that expand and blush whenever he looks at me or calls me beautiful. Or the way he sheds his ego like dead skin and doesn't bury his burdens in the crevices of the cracked palms of his hands that have recycled tears like an ocean receiving rain. Our love has the characteristics of children, curious and sometimes messy, craves constant attention, still trying to make sense of our emotions, sometimes trips over each other's feelings, but I don't mind. I don't mind the way he loves me out loud. I don't mind the way he memorizes me like spoken word poetry and recites back parts to me that even I never took notice to. Right. I love how he pays attention to me and how we can collectively move so fluently like languages. Translationally, my heart speaks to him so gently. Tenderly, I make time out of no time because it doesn't exist when we're together. For us, time stands still and lets us saunter through its dimensions, tightrope on its equilibrium. Time lets us squander it, doesn't get offended if we give it away, but does hate being wasted. Not a second has been wasted as I count the number of times I've seen his name in my smile. Smelt his generosity on my clothes, felt his laughter in my core, because isn't love in its simplest form simply learning how to make room? Cherishing someone else's happiness alongside your own, taking the high road even when rebuttals are locked, loaded, and ready to be spewed, because isn't love the teacher that never lets us have open book tests? Experience is our only study guide, so forgive me if I don't have all the answers yet, because isn't love a roller coaster that we ride without seatbelts? Regardless of its unpredictability, because isn't love a fragrance that we all like to be doused in, because isn't love a sacrifice, because isn't love worth it? Despite the many times we encounter pain, we still want love to take a chance on us, to show us we're worth it, important enough to fight for, that we're enough even in our rawest form, still deserving of something unconditional. We want to know that love is forgiving, that love is still attainable, and I knew that I loved him the way I talked to God about him. The way I showcased 32 teeth whenever he ran marathons in my mind, the way whenever he ran marathons in my mind, the way my heart skips a beat whenever he utters my name, the way his presence provides serenity, the way he makes room for me. Our love, it has a lingering effect. Stays on my breath after we kiss hello, stays on my hands after my palms meet his, stays on my mind when life calls us separately. His love stays on me.
Afraid to get anything but A's and B's because I see my butt getting beat for D's and F's. Afraid to be average, long before the saying that girl is a savage was a trend. Afraid to fail like failure was a sin. Afraid to leap because the landing was too far. Afraid to speak because I may say something stupid. Afraid to love because love is a fairy tale like hearts and cupids. Until I realized that failure was a prerequisite for success. You ain't been through shit, you ain't been stressed. It's a requirement to push you to be your best. When times get rough and you can't see the forest through the trees, stay still, stay quiet, and you'll see that road to victory. That hard math class doesn't seem so hard anymore. That graduation is on the other side of the door. It took me from 1995 to 2010 to get my degree, but I did it. After 15 years, the sky is the limit. Long nights, friends, and family giving up on me, I dropped out. Long jobs not want to let me succeed, I'm back in. All right. 2 difficult pregnancies standing in my way, I dropped out. 2 beautiful girls staring me in the face, I'm back in. I say all that to say at 5 foot tall, I'm approaching these obstacles like giants. Shooting down every negative being, I will not be silent. Killing them softly, trigger happy, turning dreams into realities. Showing the best in me. I no longer will say, I may graduate. I may accomplish my goals. Nothing in life stops you from being successful but you. I now can say, I am a mom, I am a wife, I am a poet, I am an entrepreneur, I am an author. I'm holding degrees in LLCs like Grandma's church hat. Multiple hustles with the bags to match. I'm old enough to know, I'm young enough to know that I'm not too old to learn. But I'm old enough to know that this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Take your time, young grasshopper. The life's journey is just begun.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away, and where she's gone today. Where'd you go, baby? And I wonder if she's going to stay. There ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and there's a house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. I know, never leave your thing alone, 'cause ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Hey, said it's only darkness every day. Yeah.
To me, love is, you know, that bacon and eggs in the morning type love. That's love. That's that tank being on full when you get up on Monday morning type love. We'll do the moon and the stars and the heaven above type love. That's not really.
I took out the trash. I took out the trash type love.
Yeah.
I did the laundry and folded them type love.
I dropped the kids off at daycare type love.
Right. But you know, if I was gonna talk about love, I think I'd talk about God. And make it a little, I don't know, you know, men might think this is blasphemous, but I always thought God was a woman. In fact, I'm gonna claim it. God is a woman. Yeah. God is a woman. I mean, how else could the world end up so beautiful yet vengeful? A notion so dangerous, right? A notion so dangerous, the male ego rewrote human society 100 times over. But let's be honest. How can we blame the destruction of the world? How can we blame Eve when history has shown that women never know what they want to eat? So my conclusion is that God must be a woman, or a woman is the prototype of. And this prototype I had to learn how to live with. At age 7, I put the pretty curly-haired girl named Michelle down in the playground. Michelle got up, told the teacher, the teacher told my mama, and I got my ass whooped. The first time a woman's words ever hurt me. At age 10, my first crush. Y'all remember Vandy? Vandy from The Last Dragon? Yeah, she was fire. Yeah, she was fire. If she would have showed me her moves, I definitely would have won. If she would have showed me her moves, I showed up would have wore Bruce Leroy's tight ass yellow suit. Now, this is the first time a woman had my heart and never even knew I existed. Now, the closest thing to God, yeah, we call you a bitch. The closest thing to God, yeah, we call you a bitch. Now, I have to admit, in my early teens, I had a bad habit of this. Maybe too short was to blame, definitely not how I was raised, though I never said it to your face. This is the moment when I realized that even my thoughts could disrespect you. Now, at age 15, I swear that was you always in my dreams. Shipwreck. Crystal clear turquoise made it transparent for me to the bottom of the ocean floor. Colors of the coral reef looked like the flyest floral piece. I saw you. You move your hair out your face and you smile. And I instantly became infatuated. So I often stayed in beautiful adolescence and woke up from a beautiful, dangerous, confusing, wet paradise. Yeah. Yeah, I have to admit, it must be the prototype. No tan or curve enhancement, just amazing rolls. Man, I put my hands in your complexion and play in your street, you know, the one that's traveling. Man, I find comfort at every stop. My perfect prototype. Though your eyes only learn to see your flaws. You never get to see how you light up when you smile and how beautifully you hold our little babies when they cry. Too gorgeous. Too gorgeous. I don't even like letting you out of the house alone. See, that's why I try to do most of the grocery shopping, because you're so damn fine.
Yeah.
Oh, if I had 50 cents. If I had 50 cents for how many men would lay you down while so few want to lift you up, I could give you 21 questions, but I only have one. May I awaken you, Queen? No. May I love you, Queen, and love all of you, including your stretch marks. They're amazingly illustrated from bringing life into this world. And that thick ass hair that you always complain about, that's a replication of your soul. It bends but shall not break. And that little pudge, baby, that's just more love. And your thighs touch too much, and they should. Because they golden gate and outside this world treasure. So all confines, borders, and restraints are a must. Perfection. Perfection. And I do not use this word lightly. I use it so heavy in fact, to paint the image that my heart beats to, that I take that same beat and write 1,000,000 poems for 1,000,000 days just so that I may speak on your behalf eloquently for mere seconds. Perfection. Created out of brown sugar, cocoa, honey, and the power of 10,000 gods. Amen, amen, I mean a woman. This type of love, a love like this, had to be outside this world to get right. This Queen, I have battled and failed. Fell deep into a place where love had a face and a full name. I was able to walk up to love, a little nervous, clear my throat, and ask, can I have you forever? And she said, I do. And she said, I do. See, us men, we pray to a Father that we can't see every day, like bastard stepsons, while we have God right in front of us, right here. And we won't even have real conversations with him. So, Queen, can we talk?
We don't have any microphones, and I was hoping everybody's going to be able to join in. So can we talk?
Talk.
All right. Can we talk for a minute? Boy, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Boy, I want to know. Really talk. Communicate without touch. Transfer language. Is that asking too much? Create a conversation without copulation. Converse goals and ideals without love making. I want the bass in your throat to cause my legs to split, to make my lower lip pulsate. When I hear your southern slang, that country accent, talk dirty till you get down south. Only using your mouth. When your voice gets raspy, ask me how I like it. Deep. I want your dialect so deep I can feel you in my ovaries. Lean over me, put your lips close to me. I need to hear every bit of this orgasm. Say it like you mean it, authoritative. Overpower me with whips and chains, handcuffs, one hand on my butt. I want to scream in another octave. My love language is words of affirmation. It feels good when you're next to me. We're not even touching one another, and I'm getting butterflies as if we just met. It's crazy how the sound of your voice turns me on. Tu hablas español? Let me be your señorita. I'm like, take control. Express to me how you feel. Let your voice box take in my juice box. The concoction will leave you speechless. We Netflix and chilling, watching Love Jonz. Y'all get it? Tank top, boy shorts, gray sweats, no shirt. Legs crossed over one another. He politely stands up and says, slow grinding, unwinding, listening to Josie. My body sweat like he sweat was making love to me. He was my beat, I was his melody. My body all over your body, baby. We were just friends, so we played, no strings attached. Me on top, him on his back. He slid in like a 69 8-track. Inside of me. He was the rhythm to my.
Run that beatbox.
His tongue rolled around like he was beatboxing inside of me. He was the rhythm to my blues, the smooth to my jazz, the cadence to my drum, the reason why I come. Like a clarinet, he would blow the back of my neck. My lips would get wet enough to give my reed just what it needs. I opened my mind and let his tuning slide in and out of my trombone. My water keys began to fill with moisture. Words could not measure up to his hard rock.
Okay.
I could feel his music taking over my soul. He was my man geek and I was his man freak. And together we made music in these sheets. I caused his standing ovation. He made my cheeks clap. No need for masturbation when you got the snapback. I began to lust for his lyrics, moan for his melody, scream for his stanza, run for his crescendo. I rode him to the sound of music, slow strokes, tightly gripped chokes. As I came, it was to the beat of those high notes as he hit and spit every one of my love notes.
Where can we find your poems, your books, your information?
Okay, so you can find us on Facebook at Bell Poetry. You can find us on Facebook at Bell Publishing LLC. Instagram is Bell Poetry 2017. YouTube is Bell Poetry OKC. There's a little bit of footage, not very much, but hey, look,
but we have a lot of footage on Poetic City.
Absolutely,
Yeah, so
definitely. You can find us anywhere: Poetic City, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any of those. Absolutely.
If y'all don't mess with these strong kings and queens, y'all got something wrong.
Don't want you on my mind. Don't want to feel ya. Don't want you on my mind. What else would I leave if you were everything I wanted you to be? When I saw